ने हिस्सा लिया था। 60 किलोमीटर लंबी आदि कैलाश परिक्रमा रन का प्रारंभ कड़कड़ाती सर्दी में सुबह 5 बजे हुआ था। इतनी ठंड के बावजूद भी लोगों का उत्साह देखते ही बनता था। आदि कैलाश की यात्रा पर जहां 3 साल पहले तक मात्र 2000 से कम पर्यटक आते थे, अब यह संख्या भी बढ़कर 30,000 से अधिक हो गई है। साथियों, कुछ ही हफ्तों में उत्तराखंड में विंटर गेम्स का आयोजन भी होना है। देश भर के खिलाड़ी, एडवेंचर प्रेमी और खेलों से जुड़े लोग इस आयोजन को लेकर उत्साहित हैं। स्कीइंग हो या स्नोबोर्डिंग, बर्फ पर होने वाले कई खेलों की तैयारियां शुरू हो चुकी हैं। उत्तराखंड ने विंटर टूरिज्म को बढ़ाने के लिए कनेक्टिविटी और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर भी फोकस किया है। होम स्टे को लेकर नई पॉलिसी भी बनाई गई है। साथियों, सर्दियों में मेड इन इंडिया अभियान की भी अलग धूम होती है। सर्दियों की सुनहरी धूप हो, पहाड़ से उतरते कोहरे की चादर हो, डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग के लिए पहाड़ भी अब खूब पॉपुलर हो रहे हैं। कई शादियां तो अब खास तौर पर गंगा जी के किनारे हो रही है। साथियों, सर्दियों के इन दिनों में हिमालय की वादियां एक ऐसे अनुभव का हिस्सा बन जाती हैं जो जीवन भर साथ रहता है। अगर आप इस सर्दी में कहीं जाने का विचार कर रहे हैं तो हिमालय की वादियों का विकल्प जरूर रखिएगा। साथियों, कुछ हफ्ते पहले मैं भूटान गया था। ऐसे दौरों में अलग अलग प्रकार के संवाद और चर्चाओं का अवसर मिलता है। अपनी इस यात्रा में मैंने भूटान के राजा, वर्तमान राजा के पिताजी, जो खुद भी पहले राजा रह चुके हैं, वहां के प्रधानमंत्री और अन्य लोगों से मुलाकातें की। इस दौरान हर किसी से एक बात जरूर सुनने को मिली। सभी लोग वहां बुद्धिस्ट रिलिक्स यानी भगवान बुद्ध के पवित्र अवशेष भेजे जाने को लेकर भारतवासियों का आभार जता रहे थे। मैंने जब भी यह सुना तो मेरा हृदय गर्व से भर उठा। साथियों, भगवान बुद्ध के पावन अवशेषों को लेकर कई अन्य देशों में भी ऐसा ही उत्साह देखने को मिला है। पिछले महीने ही नेशनल म्यूजियम से इन पवित्र अवशेषों को रूस के कलमिकिया ले जाया गया था। यहाँ बौद्ध धर्म का विशेष महत्व है। मुझे बताया गया कि इनके दर्शन के लिए रूस के दूर दराज से भी बहुत बड़ी संख्या में लोग वहां पहुंचे। इन पवित्र अवशेषों को मंगोलिया, वियतनाम और थाईलैंड भी ले जाया जा चुका है। हर जगह लोगों का भारी उत्साह देखने को मिला है। इनके दर्शन के लिए थाईलैंड के राजा भी पहुंचे थे। पूरे विश्व में भगवान बुद्ध के पवित्र अवशेषों के प्रति इस प्रकार का गहरा जुड़ाव देखकर मन भाव विभोर हो उठता है। यह सुनकर बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि कैसे इस तरह की कोई पहल दुनिया भर के लोगों को आपस में जोड़ने का माध्यम बन जाती है। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, मैं आप सभी से हमेशा वोकल फॉर लोकल के मंत्र को साथ लेकर चलने की बात करता हूं। अभी कुछ दिनों पहले G20 शिखर सम्मेलन के दौरान जब विश्व के कई नेताओं को उपहार देने की बात आई तो मैंने फिर कहा, वोकल फॉर लोकल। मैंने देशवासियों की ओर से विश्व के नेताओं को जो उपहार भेंट किए उसमें इस भावना का विशेष ध्यान रखा गया। G20 के दौरान मैंने दक्षिण अफ्रीका के राष्ट्रपति को नटराज की कांस्य प्रतिमा भेंट की। ये तमिलनाडु के तंजावुर की सांस्कृतिक विरासत से जुड़ी चौलकालीन शिल्पकला का अद्भुत उदाहरण है। कनाडा के प्रधानमंत्री को चांदी के अश्व की प्रतिकृति दी गई। यह राजस्थान के उदयपुर की बेहतरीन शिल्पकला को दर्शाती है। जापान के प्रधानमंत्री को चांदी की बुद्ध की प्रतिकृति भेंट की गई। इसमें तेलंगाना और करीमनगर की प्रसिद्ध सिल्वर क्राफ्ट की बारीकी का पता चलता है। इटली की प्रधानमंत्री को फूलों की आकृतियों वाला सिल्वर मिरर उपहार में दिया। ये भी करीमनगर की ही पारंपरिक धातु शिल्पकला को प्रदर्शित करता है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया के प्रधानमंत्री को मैंने ब्रास उर्ली भेंट की। ये केरला के मन्नार का एक उत्कृष्ट शिल्प है। मेरा उद्देश्य था कि दुनिया भारत के शिल्प, कला और परंपरा के बारे में जाने और हमारे कारीगरों की प्रतिभा को ग्लोबल मंच मिले। साथियों, मुझे खुशी है कि वोकल फॉर लोकल की भावना को देश के करोड़ों लोगों ने अपने जीवन का हिस्सा बना लिया है। इस साल जब आप त्योहारों की खरीदारी के लिए बाजार में गए होंगे, तो एक बात आप सभी ने महसूस की होगी, लोगों की पसंद और घरों में आने वाले सामानों में एक साफ संकेत दिखाई दे रहा था कि देश स्वदेशी की ओर लौट रहा है। लोग अपने मन से भारतीय उत्पादों को चुन रहे थे। इस बदलाव को छोटे से छोटे दुकानदार ने भी महसूस किया। इस बार युवाओं ने भी वोकल फॉर लोकल अभियान को गति दी। आने वाले कुछ दिन में क्रिसमस और नए वर्ष पर खरीदारी का नया दौर शुरू होने वाला है। मैं आपको फिर याद दिलाऊंगा, वोकल फॉर लोकल का मंत्र याद रखें। खरीदें वही जो देश में बना हो, बेचे वही जिसमें किसी देशवासी की मेहनत लगी हो। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, भारतीय खेलों के लिहाज से ये महीना सुपरहिट रहा है। इस महीने की शुरुआत भारतीय महिला टीम द्वारा आईसीसी महिला विश्व कप जीतने से शुरू हुई, लेकिन उसके बाद भी मैदान पर और ज्यादा एक्शन देखने को मिला है। कुछ दिन पहले ही टोक्यो में डेफ ओलंपिक्स हुए हैं, जहां भारत ने अपना अब तक का सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन करते हुए 20 मेडल जीते हैं। हमारी महिला खिलाड़ियों ने भी कबड्डी वर्ल्ड कप जीतकर इतिहास ही रच दिया। पूरे टूर्नामेंट में उन्होंने बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन करके हर भारतवासी का मन जीत लिया। वर्ल्ड बॉक्सिंग कप फाइनल्स में भी हमारे खिलाड़ियों का प्रदर्शन शानदार रहा, जहां उन्होंने 20 मेडल जीते। साथियों, जिस बात की और भी अधिक चर्चा हो रही है, वो है हमारी महिला टीम का ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप जीतना। बड़ी बात यह है कि हमारी इस टीम ने बिना एक भी मैच हारे इस टूर्नामेंट को जीता है। देशवासियों को इस टीम के हर खिलाड़ी पर बहुत गर्व है। मेरी इस टीम से प्रधानमंत्री निवास पर मुलाकात हुई। वाकई इस टीम का हौसला, उनका जज्बा हमें बहुत कुछ सिखाता है। यह विजय हमारे खेल इतिहास की सबसे बड़ी जीतों में से एक है, जो हर भारतीय को प्रेरित करती रहेगी। साथियों, आजकल हमारे देश में इंड्योरेंस स्पोर्ट्स की एक नई खेल संस्कृति भी तेजी से उभर रही है। इंड्योरेंस स्पोर्ट्स से मेरा मतलब ऐसी स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज से है जिनमें आपकी लिमिट्स की परख होती है। कुछ साल पहले तक मैराथन और बाइकेथॉन जैसे खास इवेंट कुछ विशेष लोगों तक ही सीमित थे, लेकिन अब बहुत कुछ बदल चुका है। मुझे बताया गया है कि देश भर में हर महीने 1500 से ज्यादा इंड्योरेंस स्पोर्ट्स का आयोजन होता है। इन इवेंट्स में हिस्सा लेने के लिए एथलीट्स दूर दूर तक जाते हैं। साथियों, इंड्योरेंस स्पोर्ट्स का ही एक उदाहरण है आयरमैन ट्रायथलॉन। आप कल्पना करिए, यदि आपको यह बताया जाए कि आपके पास एक दिन से भी कम समय है और आपको ये 3 काम करने हैं: समंदर में 4 किलोमीटर तक तैरना, 180 किलोमीटर साइकिल चलाना और करीब 42 किलोमीटर की मैराथन दौड़ लगाना, तो आप सोचेंगे कि कैसे संभव है। लेकिन फौलादी हौसले वाले लोग इस काम को भी सफलतापूर्वक कर ले जाते हैं। इसलिए इसे आयरनमैन ट्रायथलॉन कहा जाता है। गोवा में हाल ही में ऐसा ही एक आयोजन किया गया। आजकल इस तरह के आयोजनों में भी लोग बढ़ चढ़कर भागीदारी कर रहे हैं। ऐसी कई और प्रतियोगिताएं भी हैं जो हमारे युवा साथियों के बीच बहुत लोकप्रिय हो रही है। आजकल कई लोग फिट इंडिया, संडेज ऑन साइकिल जैसे कार्यक्रमों में हिस्सा लेने के लिए साथ आ रहे हैं। ये सब ऐसी चीजें हैं जिनसे फिटनेस को बढ़ावा मिल रहा है। साथियों, आपसे हर महीने मिलना मेरे लिए हमेशा एक नया अनुभव होता है। आपकी गाथाएं, आपके प्रयास मुझे नए सिरे से प्रेरित करते हैं। अपने संदेशों में आप जो सुझाव भेजते हैं, जो अनुभव साझा करते हैं, उससे हमें इस कार्यक्रम में भारत की विविधता को समेट लेने की प्रेरणा मिलती है। जब हम अगले महीने मिलेंगे, तब 2025 खत्म होने वाला होगा। देश के ज्यादातर हिस्सों में अब ठंड भी तेज होती जाएगी। सर्दियों के मौसम में आप अपना और अपने परिवार का विशेष ध्यान रखें। अगले महीने हम कुछ नए विषयों, नए व्यक्तित्वों की चर्चा जरूर करेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
This is News.
Hello, Moto.
Stay ahead with News 18. News from your city in your language. Real-time updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news. Anytime, anywhere. Only on the News 18 app. Scan and download the News 18 app now.
We have breaking news coming in, viewers, that IAF is in full mission mode right now. Other than Sri Lanka, for domestic operations, one C-17 is being loaded in Vadodara for Chennai. They have transported NDRF personnel to Chennai on one C-17 today, two C-130 aircraft from Hindon and one IL-76 from Trivandrum are being loaded for Sri Lanka. So the Indian Air Force has moved into full mission mode as Cyclone Ditwa triggers simultaneous humanitarian and disaster response operations at home as well as abroad. And we have CNN News 18's Akash Sharma joining us live right now. Akash, can you please tell us a little bit about what specific equipment and relief material are being loaded onto the C-130s and IL-76 headed for Sri Lanka, and how soon are they expected to depart?
Right. So yeah, you see.
Hello and welcome. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Arun Dhanta. Let's start this bulletin with the top story that we're tracking in this bulletin. Ahead of the winter session of Parliament, the centre has called an all-party meeting today. According to the official update, the meeting will begin shortly. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju will conduct the meeting. Rijiju will meet the floor leaders of political parties from both houses of the Parliament. During the meeting, the government will seek cooperation from all political parties to ensure the smooth functioning of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha during the session. Speaking to media, Rijiju said that during an all-party meeting, the government will listen to the views of the parties. The winter session of Parliament is all set to begin on 1st of December and continue until 19th of December.
Whatever message we have to give, given, myself and Honorable Chief Minister, both of us have given to the entire congressmen in this country, and whoever want to look at it, we abide by it, we stand by it, we are committed on it. So of course, myself, CM will discuss. We have to make a strategy whether how many of us has to go. But I have a lot of issues on it, especially on irrigation and urban development. I will have to go. I'll have to fix the time with the central ministers also. All of a sudden I can't go. I have to discuss with the central ministers. Right. We wanted to call all-party meeting, myself, Chief Minister, because on this maize issue, we want to discuss, we want to take the all-party delegation on this sugar cane and maize and some other issues currently to the state.
The metro that we have been deprived of, Madurai and Coimbatore, and expansion of the airports in Coimbatore and Madurai to be an international airport. These are all main, and that Tamil Nadu is being victimized by the union government in every of its activities. Even the Finance Commission recommendation for dividing the revenue share is not properly given, and this Sarva Shiksha for education is also withheld for quite a long time. So all these things we have to insist that it's our responsibility to raise the state's issues.
Government will convene an all-party meeting. I hope that meeting will be on 30th of this month. There, government will place the bills to be taken up, the issues to be taken up. Then the parties will give their views. As far as our party is concerned, I think there are certain serious issues which need to be discussed. Number one, of course, SIR will be an issue. National education policy, well-meaning citizens of this country are raising that issue. What is happening to our educational policy?
No, we will have this. Tamil Nadu-centric matters will be highlighted. Tamil Nadu-centric matters will be highlighted. No, we will have this. Tamil Nadu-centric matters will be highlighted. Tamil Nadu-centric matters will be highlighted.
All right, CNN News 18's Payal Mehta is joining us live on this story. So Payal, the meeting has commenced in the parliament. First up, tell us who all are participating in this meeting, and can we expect this time around a smooth parliament session?
You can expect anything but a smooth session, Arun, to begin with, because all the opposition parties are very, very keen on having a discussion on SIR, whether it's the Congress party, whether it's the Samajwadi party, whether it's TMC, which is going to be very, very aggressive, or the DMK or the left for that matter. They want a discussion to happen on this. In the past also, you've seen washout happen, in the last session when the opposition parties constantly demanded this. On their front, the government says that they do not have the mandate to discuss the working of the Election Commission. Anything to do with anything else about the electoral reforms, they can certainly have a discussion. What I'm getting to know just now from my sources inside the meeting is that there is a huge, discussion which is taking place on SIR. The Congress party is dominating, it seems, on the issue of SIR. Congress party wants to demand a discussion on this. Samajwadi party, DMK, and of course the TMC have joined in the chorus. That's what's happening, at this minute as we speak into the meeting. Of course, on their front, the government will express themselves and say they want a discussion on everything, but they cannot really allow a discussion on something which is going to be out of the purview of Parliament. So obviously, that's something which is really there. My sources inside are also telling me that now the discussion is further moving on with the TMC and the Samajwadi party really dominating the discourse. Earlier also we did hear that Ram Gopal Yadav, who is representing the Samajwadi party, was going to make it a very, very strong pitch, especially in Noida. He said that he would be questioning Rajnath Singh, whose son is an MLA from Noida, essentially asking him whether, he agrees with the fact that 7 lakh people have been given SIR forms and those have been accepted. How is it that 7 lakh people in Noida, where a lot of migrants live, are able to, prove themselves as voters? So a lot can be expected in the coming days and weeks. But today, 2 other meetings will also take place. 4 o'clock in the afternoon is when the Rajya Sabha BSc will take place, and 5 o'clock we are given to understand now that the Lok Sabha Business Advisory Committee meeting will take place. That will actually decide the agenda for the coming week, and that is actually going to tell you which way the wind is really blowing. But right now, I can tell you a lot of heated discussion is taking place just as we speak in the meeting.
And Payal, we know that all the parties will have their issues to raise in the parliament. But do tell us which are the issues on which all these opposition parties are at common platform, which they will be raising in the parliament.
SIR will certainly dominate, Arun. But, one other thing that they want to ask the government is what's happening as far as the Delhi blast is really concerned. They will be questioning as to why the Punjab bill was being brought. And if it was not being brought, why was the BJP trying to test the waters? That is something they are bound to ask as well. And there you can expect a lot of back and forth as far as the discussion being proposed by the government on the Vande Mataram issue is concerned, after what Mamata Banerjee really said recently as well. So we can expect a lot of fireworks in the session. But right now, Arun, what my sources who are inside the meeting are telling me is that fireworks are currently underway in the all-party meeting as well.
And Payal, we've seen last session, the monsoon session was a complete washout. And in fact, few days back, there was this all-important BJP's government's rather strategy meet happened, which you also reported. What's going to be the strategy of the government? Because there are some important bills, as you reported, are, lined up for the parliament this session.
Yes, important bills are certainly lined up, and the government will say this is the 150th year celebration of Vande Mataram. It's a patriotism that stands for everybody. The youth of the day needs to know what really India stands for, and in the global context as well. So the government, apart from bills, will also be proposing for things like this. We're also given to understand the government might also, propose for a short discussion to take place on the kind of dominance that we've seen by the women's cricket team, especially with the fact that they won the World Cup. And it's a matter of great pride and privilege for India as well. So all of these things are going to be proposed, and on their front, the government, which is represented by Rajnath Singh, the deputy leader of the House in the Lok Sabha. JP Nadda was not just the BJP's national president, but also the leader of the House in the Rajya Sabha. Kiran Rijiju, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, they are all seated on the DS, and they will be proposing that the government is ready for discussion on every issue. But like the last few sessions, the opposition party should not hold the House ransom and should not be in a position that they do not allow any business to transact, because you have to understand that additional demand for grants is also going to be dominating. Those are the mandatory requirements for government of India to be able to take funds from the Consolidated Fund of India. That's going to be mandatory. So that is something which the government will definitely be pushing for as well.
All right. So even before the parliament session begins, the fireworks have already started, as Payal has been reporting on that in the all-party meeting. Thank you so much, Payal Mehta, for putting this story into perspective. Now we have Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju's reaction. Let's listen.
बिहार में अच्छा माहौल बना है, सरकार बन गए हैं, और मोदी जी का नेशनल लेवल में जो इमेज है देश भर में, ये प्रूव हो गया कि बिहार में भी उतना ही मोदी जी पॉपुलर हैं, और नीतीश जी वहाँ फिर से मुख्यमंत्री बना, अच्छा काम किया, तो लोगों ने उसी को वोट देते हैं जो अच्छा काम करते हैं।
सर, पोल्यूशन एक बड़ा इशू है, राहुल गांधी।
हाँ, वो तो है, तो हम लोग अभी इसका जो भी चर्चा में लाएंगे तो हम लोग उसका जवाब देंगे फिर।
थैंक यू। पे बिहार की विक्ट्री।
All right, heading into a small break right now. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned here on CNN News 18.
This is
We have breaking news coming in, viewers, that IAF is in full mission mode right now. Other than Sri Lanka, for domestic operations, one C-17 is being loaded in Vadodara for Chennai. They have transported NDRF personnel to Chennai on one C-17 today, two C-130 aircraft from Hindon and one IL-76 from Trivandrum are being loaded for Sri Lanka. So the Indian Air Force has moved into full mission mode as Cyclone Ditwa triggers simultaneous humanitarian and disaster response operations at home as well as abroad. And we have CNN News 18's Akash Sharma joining us live right now. Akash, can you please tell us a little bit about what specific equipment and relief material are being loaded onto the C-130s and IL-76 headed for Sri Lanka, and how soon are they expected to depart?
Right. So here you see, Indian Air Force is the first responder. In fact, India is the first responder, and we are seeing that under Operation Sagar Bandhu, a number of teams have been sent to Sri Lanka to deal with the conditions there. We have been given to understand that not just Indian Navy with INS Vikrant and one frigate and one other ship, but Indian Air Force has sent multiple platforms. Yesterday we reported that how one C-130 and IL-76 have reached there, and today we are learning that another C-130 is airborne as of now, and also one IL-76 has landed. Important part is that many Indians are also stranded there. So these Indian Air Force aircraft are also going to bring back those Indians back home, because they have been stranded there because of the kind of conditions available.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Now let's shift our focus to National Herald case. In a major development in the case, the Delhi Police's Economic Offences Wing has filed a fresh FIR against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, acting on a complaint from the Enforcement Directorate. The FIR alleges a criminal conspiracy to fraudulently take control of the Associated Generals Limited, a company that owns properties worth nearly rupees 2,000 crore. Along with the Gandhis, 6 individuals and 3 companies, including AJL, Young Indian, and Dotex Merchandise, have been named in the FIR. The ED has already attached properties of AJL and Young Indian, and now the Delhi Police FIR adds further heat on the Congress top brass. The next hearing in the ED-linked proceedings is scheduled for December 16. BJP has attacked Congress and taken chor jibe at the Congress. On the other hand, has called the probe politically malicious by the Congress. Listen in to these reactions.
Well, once again, the political temperatures are rising and just ahead of the winter session of Parliament. It's not going to be a chill, definitely. And the latest provocation, of course, is a fresh FIR which has been filed against both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Well, the Congress's reaction has always been the same, that it is an old case which is periodically whipped up every time the Congress wants to focus attention on a couple of issues and wants to put the government on the back foot. As we all know, the Congress has planned a big rally on 14th of December at the Ramlila Maidan on the SIR issue. And Rahul Gandhi wants to keep a focus on that. In fact, inside Parliament also, multiple notices are expected to be given by the Congress, and Rahul Gandhi himself wants to take the lead. Now, what the Congress is looking at this fresh FIR as an attempt which is being made by the government and the BJP to divert attention from this, so that the focus of the Congress party and of everyone is mired and centered only around this FIR. Now, as far as the BJP goes, well, the BJP says that there is no such argument of an old case. It is an ongoing investigations. Charge sheet has been prepared. Summons are likely to be issued to the Gandhis, and they have much to answer for. And that is the reason why they cannot skirt away.
INC का मतलब इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस नहीं. आई नीड चोरी, आई नीड करप्शन बन चुका है. विक्टिमहुड कार्ड नहीं चलेगा. कानून अपना काम करेगा. आपने लूटा है तो लौटाना पड़ेगा. सवाल ये बनता है कि जो लोग आज विक्टिमहुड कार्ड खेल रहे हैं, वेंडेटा बोल रहे हैं, किसी भी कानूनी कार्रवाई को, नेशनल हेल्थ केस कोई बीजेपी की सरकार ने शुरू नहीं किया. ये 2012-13 में कोर्ट के आदेश पर शुरू हुआ, और आज तक किसी कोर्ट ने नेशनल हेल्थ केस में सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी को रिलीफ नहीं दिया है. ये अक्यूज्ड 1 और अक्यूज्ड नंबर 2 है. कानून अपना काम कर रहा है, पर कानून जब काम करता है तो जो लोग चुनौती देते हैं कि कार्रवाई कीजिए, अब वो लोग कहते हैं कि कार्रवाई क्यों की.
The National Herald case is not a witch hunt. The FIR alleges a criminal conspiracy, and if the FIR accuses the Gandhis of conspiring to acquire these assets through Young Indian, the Gandhis, who hold 76% stake in the company, they should come out and express their case. I mean, it is not for you and me to sit on judgment, but if 1 crore to Young Indians was then used to acquire AJL without by paying 50 lakhs to the Congress party, all of this raises serious questions as to who beneficiaries owned the AJL and who were the people who were part of Dotex Merchandise Private Limited.
मेरा मानना है, मैंने पहले भी आपके माध्यम से कहा है, ये एक चक्र चल रहा है वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स का. पहले भी कार्रवाई होती थी, लेकिन इस बीच में अगर आप देखें बीते 11 वर्षों में वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स ने एक नई शक्ल अख्तियार कर लिया. केस दर्ज होता है, हेडलाइन मैनेजमेंट होता है, उस पर डिबेट की जाती है, और कब वो सारी चीजें काफूर हो जाती हैं पता नहीं चलता. मैं तो सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा कि ईश्वर सत्ता प्रतिष्ठान को इतनी विजडम दे कि वो सोचे कि ये इस तरह की राजनीति अवसान की ओर जा रही है, ये खत्म हो जाए.
Now shifting our focus to another story. In the wake of the devastation caused by Cyclone Ditwa across Sri Lanka, India has stepped up large-scale humanitarian assistance, dispatching multiple consignments of relief supplies, personnel, and equipment to support ongoing rescue and recovery efforts. Meanwhile, the Indian Meteorological Department said that the cyclonic storm Ditwa is expected to approach North Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and adjoining South Andhra Pradesh coasts today. According to sources, India is also preparing to evacuate its citizens stranded in flood-hit Sri Lanka. Indian Air Force transport aircraft are expected to begin airlifting Indians today. 150 people have been killed in Sri Lanka and over 100 are missing due to Cyclone Ditwa. Other than Sri Lanka, for domestic operations, one C-17 is being loaded in Vadodara or Chennai.
Coastal Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and South Andhra Pradesh are bracing for an extreme weather event today as Cyclone Ditwa is at least 250 kilometers off the Chennai coast. And here you can see in Chennai, there are gusty winds, there are rough tides, and there's heavy sand movement because of the strong winds. So this is something that Chennai is witnessing as Cyclone Ditwa is moving northwards parallel to the coast. However, IMD and other weather experts predict that a landfall is unlikely because the cyclone has weakened and therefore a landfall is unlikely is what weather experts tell us. But however, in places like Tiruvarur and Nagapattinam, they are on red alert. Heavy rains continue to lash these districts. In Chennai, light to moderate rainfall is expected. So far, 28 teams, both NDRF and SDRF teams, are on standby along the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu, and 5 more NDRF teams are sent to Chennai, is what we are given to understand. But in Nagapattinam is where heavy rains continue to lash the district. There are many areas that are submerged. Tiruvarur is another place where waterlogging issues. There are waterlogging issues as well. In Chennai, light to moderate rainfall. However, gusty winds, strong winds, and high tides continue. Fishermen along the coastal areas have been asked not to venture into the sea for the next 24 hours. People also have been asked to stay indoors for the next 24 hours. So IMD is monitoring the situation, but weather experts say that a landfall is unlikely because the cyclone storm has weakened. That's something that weather experts say, but we will have to monitor the developments. At the moment, state government, NDRF, SDRF teams on standby along the coastal areas of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, as well as South Andhra Pradesh.
आज का जो लेटेस्ट अपडेट हमारे पास है जो तितवा साइक्लोन 11:30-12 बजे के जो आसपास का जो अपडेट है, तो उसके हिसाब में ये जो आप जो ब्लैक कलर है आपको ये रेड जो लाल कलर है इसका फोरकास्ट है। तो ये लगभग आपको चेन्नई से दक्षिण में 350 किलोमीटर है साउथ में है। तो धीरे धीरे यहाँ से ये नॉर्थ वेस्ट इसी तरह से धीरे से आगे बढ़ रहा है। तो ये अभी जो है फिलहाल जो साउथ वेस्ट बे ऑफ बंगाल जो बोलते हैं और श्रीलंका के ऊपर जस्ट करीब पास यह अभी यही है जो 70 से 80 किलोमीटर गस्टिंग जो बोलते हैं 90 किलोमीटर, इसका अभी हमने ऑलरेडी वार्निंग अभी दिया हुआ है प्रिवेलिंग में। ये मेंटेन करेगा धीरे धीरे आगे जाएगा और 1 तारीख सुबह हम उसका जो साइक्लोन स्टॉर्म से नीचे आ जाएगा, जो डाउनग्रेड हो जाएगा।
In Tamil Nadu, we have as of now deployed 14 teams, and they are mostly deployed in the coastal areas. And considering the situation as a precautionary measure, 10 more teams have been requisitioned by Tamil Nadu, and those teams are being airlifted from Pune and Vadodara, and they would be reaching shortly there and deployed as per the requirement. Cyclone Ditwa had its impact in Sri Lanka initially, and because of the cyclone, heavy rains took place, which has caused flooding and landslide in some areas. As per the report, about 80 people are dead. Almost 1.5 lakh people, they have been impacted, and houses have been destroyed. 2 teams of NDRF with a strength of 80 rescuers, they have been moved to Sri Lanka.
சென்னையிலிருந்து தெற்கே 350 கிலோமீட்டர் தொலைவிலும் நிலை கொண்டுள்ளது. இது மேலும் வடக்கு வடமேற்கு திசையில் நகர்ந்து நாளை 30 நவம்பர் அதிகாலை தென்மேற்கு வங்கக்கடல் பகுதிகளில் வட தமிழகம், புதுவை மற்றும் அதனை ஒட்டிய தெற்கு ஆந்திர கடல் பகுதிகளுக்கு அருகே நிலவக்கூடும். தித்வா புயல் வடக்கு வடமேற்கு திசையில் நகரும் பொழுது வட தமிழகம், புதுவை கடலோர பகுதிகளில் இருந்து இன்று நள்ளிரவில் 60 கிலோமீட்டர் தொலைவிலும், நாளை அதிகாலை 30ஆம் தேதி நவம்பர் 50 கிலோமீட்டர் தொலைவிலும், மாலை 25 கிலோமீட்டர் தொலைவிலும் தித்வா புயலின் மையப்பகுதி நிலவும் வாய்ப்பு உள்ளது.
As far as the cyclone is concerned, worst seems to be over, but the aftermath of it and the effect of it now only is getting realized. Unfortunately, a lot of people throughout the country, unfortunately, none of the districts, 25 districts have been spared by this. Some of the districts are more affected, but no district had been spared. There's about 153 deaths have been reported, and 200, close to about 200, around 191 people are missing. Many more are unaccounted for. And almost 770,000 people who are belonging to about 217,000 families are affected by this. The worry is reservoirs and the rivers could be devastating to the people for the next couple of days.
Well, that's all we could pack for you in this bulletin. Heading into a small break, news and updates continue on CNN News 18. Stay tuned.
This is News 18.
We have breaking news coming in, viewers, that IAF is in full mission mode right now. Other than Sri Lanka, for domestic operations, one C-17 is being loaded in Vadodara for Chennai. They have been transported. They've transported NDRF personnel to Chennai on one C-17 today. 2 C-130 aircraft from Hindon and 1 IL-76 from Trivandrum are being loaded for Sri Lanka. So the Indian Air Force has moved into full mission mode as Cyclone Ditwa triggers simultaneous humanitarian and disaster response operations at home as well as abroad. And we have CNN News 18's Akash Sharma joining us live right now. Akash, can you please tell us a little bit about what specific equipment and relief material are being loaded onto the C-130s and IL-76 headed for Sri Lanka, and how soon are they expected to depart?
Right. So yeah, you see, Indian Air Force is the first responder. In fact, India is the first responder. And we are seeing that under Operation Sagar Bandhu, a number of teams have been sent to Sri Lanka to deal with the conditions there. We have been given to understand that not just Indian Navy with INS Vikrant and, one frigate and one other ship, but Indian Air Force has sent multiple platforms. Yesterday, we reported that how one C-130 and IL-76 have reached there. And today, we are learning that another C-130 is airborne as of now, and also one IL-76 has landed. Important part is that many Indians are also stranded there. So these Indian Air Force aircraft are also going to bring back those Indians back home, because they have been stranded there because of the kind of conditions, rainfall and other things, because of which the flights have been.
A very good evening. It is with immense excitement and absolute joy that we welcome you to an iconic night that celebrates courage, triumph, talent, and the indomitable Indian spirit. Welcome to CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2025.
Why does it matter? Because tonight we honor the extraordinary, the individuals who've inspired a nation of 1.4 billion people, who have redefined limits, reshaped industries, and lifted India's name across the world.
This 15-year journey of honoring India's best stands unmatched in credibility, impact, and national significance. And tonight, we add another memorable chapter. Let's also take a moment to thank our partners. RP Sanjeev Goenka Group presents Indian of the Year 2025. Our wardrobe partner, Reed & Taylor, powered by Reliance Industries Limited, and associate partners, Polycab, HDFC Sky, Air India Express, and LIC. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2025, the award ceremony officially begins. And we begin with our first category this evening that defines India's growth engine. And we're talking about business. Visionaries who have built global enterprises, transformed markets, and shaped new India. From tech titans to industry pioneers, these leaders have made 2024 to 25 a landmark year. Let's have a quick look at the nominees.
And the nominees are... He has steered Mahindra's bold transformation from legacy to electric, driving innovation, global growth, and sustainability. Rajesh Jejurikar. She became chairperson of HCL Tech in 2020, crowned India's richest woman in 2025, and drives the growth of $13.3 billion IT services leader, Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Moving aggressively in defense tech, Bharat Forge is credited with many milestones in India's defense exports. At the helm is Baba Kalyani, a former banker who at 50 disrupted India's beauty and lifestyle retail sector with Nykaa, building an empire worth 40,000 crores. Falguni Nair. From rebranding Grofers into a leading quick commerce platform Blinkit to capturing 45% market share, Albinder Dhindsa.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we please invite on stage CNN News 18's Rahul Shivshankar, along with our special guests and jury members, Mr. Amitabh Kant, former G20 Sherpa of India, and Justice Indu Malhotra, retired Judge, Supreme Court of India.
So the winner of the award for business in 2025 is Mr. Baba Kalyani.
We're now going to be talking about the athletes who are pushing limits, breaking barriers, and reminding us all that age is no measure of greatness.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the young champions redefining India's sporting future.
Well, you realize you're on your way out when from getting awards, you start giving them. So the winner is Suruchi Pogat.
Our next category honors the young Indians who shape culture, sports, arts, technology, and the national conversation.
The winner is Lieutenant Commander Dilnak and Lieutenant Commander Rupa.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commanders Dilna and Rupa. What they have achieved is incredible. 25,000 nautical miles across 4 oceans, 3 capes. Did you at any point of time feel like, we might die?
There were a lot of times we felt that, especially in the southern
What was the
ocean.
worst thing that happened?
The worst of the weather which we saw in the southern ocean when, right now what I remember is when we were rounding the Cape Horn, we had the worst of the weather. But then we planned the entire voyage to round the Cape Horn at a particular favorable weather. But fortunately or unfortunately, we had a worst of weather at that point. And we have never seen such a sea state before. And we had sleepless nights for around 36 hours, which I still remember and it's still fresh in our mind.
For you, I believe there were points where there was a navigation failure. You were not able to contact your, base, signals failed and so on. So at that time, what were you thinking? How were you keeping sane? If you can hold the mic closer.
So the navigation panel blackout happened in middle of Pacific. When we were middle of Pacific, where if at all you need some help, then nobody is there around you. And you both, it was just 2 of us and we had to repair all by ourselves. And this happened just before a storm was approaching us, which was around 100 knots. And initially there was panic which had set in, but we had prepared ourselves for such a worst conditions throughout the voyage. So we were able to manage. It took us around 3 hours to go through those panels and figure out what went wrong. But we were able to repair those and move ahead during those tough times.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments when ordinary people rise to extraordinary courage. Moments when resilience becomes the lifeline and bravery becomes the way of being.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to present this special laurel, CNN News 18 Indian of the Year, Brave Heart Indians.
When the picturesque Basaran Valley in Pahalgam reverberated with bullets on 22nd April, helpless, terrified tourists tried to run for their lives.
On the spot,
While others tried to escape from the horror, there were some who rushed right towards it. 32-year-old Sajjad Ahmed Bhatt works as a local shawl vendor, was home, but rushed towards Basaran the moment he found out about the terror attack. In one of the defining images from the attack, Sajjad was later seen carrying an injured tourist on his back. Like Sajjad, pony owner Rauf too was among the first responders who made multiple trips through the uneven terrain, carrying tourists on his back to the local hospital. Sajjad and Rauf emerged as beacons of humanity, heroes we are proud to honor as Braveheart Indians of the Year.
May I please invite Sajjad Ahmed Bhatt and Rauf Wani to please come up on stage. Can we have a standing ovation for the Pahalgam rescuers, the brave, ordinary citizens of our great nation who've saved a great many lives. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the true brave hearts of 2025. Sajjad Ahmed Bhatt and Rauf Wani, they have saved innumerable lives in Pahalgam, and I think it's only fitting that CNN News 18 Indian of the Year recognizes their bravery. May I request Amitabh ji and Shefali ji to please present them, the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year, Braveheart Indians. Amitabh ji, you want to say a word or two before I speak to them?
You know, as an Indian, I'm truly proud of what they've done. Just remarkable that at that particular moment, when such a huge calamity had struck India, these two brave hearts really demonstrated the spirit of bravery, demonstrated the spirit of secularism, and demonstrated what humanity was all about.
सजाद जी, मैं आपसे पहले पूछूंगा, आप शॉल बेचते हैं बैसरन में, आपका वीडियो भी वायरल हो गया, आप लोगों को कंधे पे लेके जा रहे थे, कितने लोगों को आपने मतलब बचाया है?
सर, हम तो उस समय घर पे बैठे हुए थे। जब हमने ये आफात सुना है कि बैसरन में ऐसे इंसिडेंट हुआ है, तो हम घर से निकल पड़े हैं बैसरन की तरफ। और जब हम बैसरन पहुंचे तो हमने जो वहाँ पे देखे कुछ जो बहनें हमारे, जिनके वहाँ पे किसी का मतलब फादर का डेथ हुआ, किसी का हस्बैंड का डेथ हुआ, तो वहाँ पे हमने उनको चलाते हुए देखा। और वहाँ पे जो भी जख्मी थे उनको हमने वहाँ से निकाल के आधे रास्ते तक छोड़ा है, और फिर वहाँ से वापस आके फिर और भी जो जख्मी है उनको हमने कंधे पे वहाँ पे लेके सीधा हॉस्पिटल तक पहुंचाया है।
ना मानने वाली बात है कि बैसरन में हम लोगों ने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि पहलगाम में कभी आतंकी हमला होगा। फिर मेरे आदमी थे वहां, मैं घोड़ों का काम करता हूं, तो मेरे आदमी ने मुझे कहा कि यहाँ फायरिंग हो रही है, हमें खुद भी समझ नहीं आ रहा है, निकाबपोश लोग हैं जो अंधाधुंध गोलियां चला रहे हैं। फिर मैंने उसको कहा कि तुम घोड़ों को छोड़ दो और जो पैसेंजर है उनको जल्दी वापस लाओ। उसी टाइम मैंने पुलिस स्टेशन में भी फोन किया, हमारे मुंशी जी है, उसको भी यकीन नहीं हो रहा था कि सच में बैसरन में भी गोली चल सकती है। हमारे नजदीक ही आर्मी कैंप है वहां, मेरे घर के पास में, वहां मैंने मेजर साहब है उनको भी कॉल की कि सर आप जाइए और वहां रेस्क्यू कीजिए जब तक हम भी पहुंच जाएंगे।
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for Rauf Wani and Sajjad Ahmed Bhatt, the brave hearts of Pahalgam who've rescued innocent civilians on what will be a dark day in India's history. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your bravery. Thank you.
And now we proudly present an accolade that celebrates greatness with heart. The CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Inspiring Champions.
Indians scripted many historic moments in 2025. And one such achievement is the Indian blind women's cricket team's inspirational T20 World Cup victory. Led by Deepika TC, the team won the World Cup without losing a single match. PM Modi articulated the thoughts and emotions of 1.4 billion Indians when he said that each player in this team is a champion. And this victory will inspire generations to come. We are proud to honor this amazing team as the Indian of the Year 2025 Inspiring Champions of the World.
Please raise your hands for the women's blind cricket team, T20 World Cup team, winning team led by the captain Deepika here with us. And they have the magnificent trophy with them. There's no doubt of cricket champions in India, but they have certainly done the Indian country proud. आपकी ये जो T20 वर्ल्ड कप में जो जीत हुई है उसके बारे में हमें बताइए कि टीम ने सेलिब्रेट कैसे किया और इस जीत के क्या मानने हैं टीम के लिए।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। बहुत प्राउड है हम लोगों को, फर्स्ट एवर विमेंस T20 वर्ल्ड कप है ब्लाइंड क्रिकेट। रिसेंटली नॉर्मल क्रिकेट आल्सो विन द वर्ल्ड कप। पूरा टीम को साथ हम बात किया, वी आल्सो विन द मैच। हम भारत को कप लेके जाएंगी डेफिनेटली, ऐसे बात किया। वी विल प्रूव दैट। हमारा लड़की लोग बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया, इसलिए ये हम वर्ल्ड कप लेने के जरूर हो गया। थैंक यू सो मच कैबी एंड समर्थनम महंते सर, SBI बैंक, LIC, इंडसइंड बैंक। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन।
फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप था हमारा, बहुत नर्वस हो रहे थे हम। फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड कप में ही हम वर्ल्ड कप जीत गए, बहुत खुश लगा। और मतलब वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया ने ही ऑर्गेनाइज किया था और वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया में रहेगा, बहुत खुश लगा हमको।
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause, a thunderous applause, in fact, for these women who are not just a matter of pride for India. In fact, what they have done is take a game like cricket, which is all about being seen, but they are only all about looking inwards into the soul.
India today stands tall on the world stage. And at the heart of this global presence are individuals who have taken Indian excellence across oceans and continents.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our privilege to celebrate their achievements and the pride they bring to every Indian heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Indian of the Year, Global Indian.
And the nominees are taking Indian filmmaking to international shores. She created history with All We Imagine Is Light at the Golden Globes. Payal Kapadia. As the first woman of color to lead Chanel, she's breaking barriers at the helm of the world's most iconic luxury brands. Leena Nair. He has revolutionized Indian fashion, taking the country's craftsmanship around the world with his timeless collaborations. Manish Malhotra. From a small village in Tamil Nadu to one of the top chefs in New York, a perfect combination of India's culinary tradition and innovative gastronomy, Chef Vijay Kumar. He took the global hip-hop scene by storm with his powerful lyrics and unique sound, all while promoting Indian culture. Hanuman Kind.
And the winner is Chef Vijay Kumar.
Chef Vijay Kumar ke
So Chef Vijay Kumar is joining us live from New York. He is the chef of the Sema restaurant. Chintan Pandya, the owner of WA Foods, is there in the audience. We'll speak to him in a bit. Wanako, Chef.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? See, the entire Indian of the Year audience is looking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
All right. So I've got this award in my hand. We can either reach it to New York, or we can do something special here. I may just send it back to Tamil Nadu. Guess who's here from Tamil Nadu to collect the award? It's in the family. This is your Ingo. This is your sister. No, ma'am. I'm going to request the jury to present the award to her.
I said I'm kind of speechless, a bit emotional.
Oh, really? We're going to get you tongue-tied now. We got another surprise, chef. Vango, pula. Where yaru vandirukanga paakalamma vango. Please. So, chef, we've got another surprise for you. Something special. Idu yaru theriyuma? Idu yaru theriyuma?
I can see that, I think.
Who is this?
Gosh.
என்ன சொல்றலம்மா உள்ளே பார்த்து சந்தோஷமா இருக்கல என்ன chef, if there is more spice in your food at Sema restaurant, we have tears in our eyes. Why do you have tears in your eyes right now?
Thank you so much.
I have to thank you so much because you have taken Indian cuisine to the world and you got the James Beard Award. That's no mean achievement.
Thank you.
Amma, enna solra?
எங்களுக்கு பேர் வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்ட போதும், இது போதும். நீ கஷ்டப்பட்டதுக்கு, நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு உங்களை வளர்த்ததுக்கு, நீங்க எனக்கு ஒரு பேர் வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டீங்க, போதும் சாமி.
So, what Mataji has said is that we strived so hard to take you, bring you up, and we gave it our sweat and toil, and you have given us such big name. And just because you've done us so much proud, I'm so happy. I'm just overjoyed. Anything you would want to say?
Thank you so much. I do have few words to say. I hope you have a few minutes for me to say that.
Well, we are short on time, so I can give you 30 seconds.
All right.
We had all this surprise lined up, you see.
I know this is what I just like, okay. Vanakkam, namaskar, good evening everyone. I never imagined receiving such an incredible recognition, especially for someone who grew up in a tiny village in Tamil Nadu among the paddy fields. Seeing the mother receive this award is, on behalf of me, melts my heart.
And now it's time to celebrate voices that are shaping India's tomorrow. Bold, creative, and unmistakably original. Presenting the Gen Z icon.
In a world that moves at the speed of a swipe, where love, ambition, and identity collide, one story rose above the noise. The runaway success of Sayyara stands as a revelation. No marquee stars or franchise clout, the film still broke through and became a generational anthem. It was raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically real. From viral moments to unforgettable performances, Gen Z